Hey, hi. How's it going, everybody? It is Dr. Goat here once again, and today I've got a 3-step process to evaluate and move on from a situation. Okay, so this is something that I just seen today on Facebook. I am going to leave in here somewhere and maybe in the description the profile of the lady that posted this so that you guys can go and follow her, because I just found her today and there's a few posts here that I saved that, I figured I could talk about, and they related pretty well to me, and I think they would be good lessons for people. Once again, we're in the Subi. Hopefully that clutch isn't too loud. That's so annoying, isn't it? So, like I say, 3-step process, which she actually split it up into 3 days, which I think it's kind of a good way to go about it, especially if it's a kind of heavier situation. But she gives herself a day for each of these. So step number 1, day number 1, is to sit in it. Sit in the situation. Give yourself time to feel your feelings. And I'll read what she put here, which kind of just what I said. Day 1, sit in it. I let myself feel everything. Cry, get mad, and I scream if I need to. I don't numb it. I don't run from it. I face it head on. So, I like that first step, like that first day of it, to sit in it. Feel it. Let yourself feel it. I know, at least for me personally, I have always had a bad habit of trying to, especially if it's something that's real heavy that, actually does hurt me, I try to push that away and you try to not feel it. And what you're actually doing in that situation, you're avoiding, especially, if it's something with a relationship, say cheating perhaps. If you were cheated on, you find out about it. This day 1 here, instead of trying to push away the feelings of it and trying to be quote unquote strong, let yourself feel it. Cry if you have to. Get mad. Let it out. And just, sit in it. Feel the feelings. And, that's your mind here, your brain, sitting in the feelings and really letting it soak in. That's going to help you to, at the end point here, come up with the best possible solution for yourself. Instead of, if you just take that situation, for example, being cheated on. If you, instead of sitting in it and feeling it, if you push it away, more than likely, I shouldn't say more than likely, but there's a chance, especially if you're someone like me, if you just push it away, you're essentially letting your mind say that, you're trying to play it off like it didn't happen. And that's not a good way to go about it, because there's a good chance you're going to get hurt again doing it that way. Okay? So, day number 1, step number 1, sit in it. Day number 2, I analyze it. She says, I ask myself, what's the lesson? How does this make me stronger? What's in my control? What's my next move? I figure out how to turn that pain into power. Love the way that's worded. And the thing that caught my attention reading this was that very first sentence there, or the very first question. What's the lesson? Because it's easy, especially in given, say, that situation of being cheated on, it's easy to, sit in it, and then instead of seeing a lesson in it, just moving into that victim mentality of, oh, look what happened to me, and poor me, which I get it, it sucks. Shitty situation anyways. But if you can take a lesson, learn a lesson from these situations, these things that happen, what I'm getting at there is that you can take that situation and turn it into a positive for yourself. You can find a lesson out of anything that happens to you. What's in my control? That's another great part of the analyzing it process. If it's something that you cannot control, be it the way someone else treats you, the way someone else acts, like I say, something that they did to you, that is not in your control. What's in your control is how you respond to the situation and the move that you make from that situation. But yeah, I say I really like the order that she put that in as well. What's the lesson? How does this make me stronger? Which, I was kind of tying the two of those together because, like I say, if you can turn that situation into something that's going to better you, make you a better person for yourself, that is making you stronger. And then, what's in my control? What's my next move? Seeing how that can be a lesson and how it can make you stronger, you then see what's in my control in this situation. And then from there, after analyzing those things, what's my next move? Is it smart of me to, say, in the cheating situation, should I stick around? Can I trust them that they're not going to do this again? Or is my next move to remove myself from this person, to end that relationship, to leave? Frankly, personally, after the situation that I've been in, I have finally come to learn that if someone cheats and you stick around, good chance they're going to repeat that because you stuck around. Literally, it's as simple as that, at least in my personal experience. Stuck around, they've seen that they could do that and that you weren't going to leave, and obviously they're trying to keep you around because you provide something for them. So they'll keep you around if they can. But anyways, that is day 2, step number 2, analyzed it. So then, step 3, day 3, I move the fuck on. I release what I can't control, execute the plan, and keep fucking pushing. What I don't do, stay stuck in the sit in it phase, because if you never make it to the move the fuck on phase, you'll never know peace, growth, or happiness. Great way to put all of that. Like I say, for me personally anyways, in that situation of being cheated on, step number 3, day number 3, moving on. And that does not necessarily, the way I'm wording it right now isn't necessarily like the main way for it to be taken. The moving on doesn't necessarily have to mean, if like this situation that I'm getting at, moving on, leaving them. It mainly means move on from the situation. You figured out what's in your control. You figured out the lesson you've learned from it. You sat in it for that first day and let yourself feel all your feelings. And so now, day 3 here, step number 3, it's time to move on from the situation. If it's something you know that you can't control, like if it's something that someone else has done to you or whatever, you move on, you cut them out of your life if you have to, you end the relationship. Or if it is something you can control, you make adjustments and you try again. You know, you could literally, I push this all to like the situation I put in here, the being cheated on. I put that in there because that's a big one for me. But you could literally look at this as in, like, say you had some sort of test, or you applied for a job and you didn't get it. You can look at it in that aspect. God, that clutch is annoying. But yeah, you can look at it in that aspect. Didn't get the job. That first day after you find out you didn't get the job, sit in it. Feel the emotions. Feel, the sad, the anger, whatever you feel. Let yourself feel it. Day number 2, analyze it. Say, hey, what did I learn from not getting this job? Like, what could I have done different to get the job? Or, whatever in there. And then day 3, move on. Say, okay, I didn't get that job. That doesn't mean that I can't go and get another job, possibly an even better job. That doesn't mean that, I can't adjust things, learn new things, situate myself a little bit better for the next time. So, yeah, that, like I say, I found this post earlier today, immediately connected with it, and was like, that is a very powerful way to look at things, and I wish I would have seen something like this years ago. It just, like, if you can really look at this 3-step thing and put it into play in your life, it'll make so much of a difference. And for me personally, the moving the fuck on, that's something that I've really struggled with. And that's just, it's something that, you take these situations, look at them, move on to the next thing. So anyways, I hope that helped you guys. Like I say, it helped me, so I'm hoping I'm doing this justice with the way that I explained it. But if it did help you, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know, how this may affect you, and if there's something else or what else you would like me to talk about. And as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.